morning, YouTube.
Good morning, YouTube. Heidi's been busy this morning. I've been busy this morning, but look, I'm still in my pajamas. It's been cold. It was cold and windy here. It's so funny because we're seeing alerts down here we haven't seen before, like fire alert. We didn't have a high wind alert, but the gust was up to 30 miles an hour, so I'm not sure why that wasn't happening. What else did we have? Pollen alert.
Fire.
This is all at the same time, and a freeze warning. So wind, pollen, freeze warning, and fire.
Yep.
So the winds were strong for 2 days in a row, and tonight it's freeze warnings. It's getting down to I can't believe where we're positioned at in Florida that it's getting down to 30-degree wind chills. 30-degree wind chills. It's winter, I guess, but it's crazy. So I wanted to show you guys. Yes, we're uploading videos, and I guess I'm going to go ahead. By the time you are watching this video, you've already seen this video here. So when you're watching this video has already been done. It's the last one. But the thing that I wanted to point out is a couple small changes we made in the RV. I have some reviews that are still coming up, which you may or may not have seen already. But if you look, we purchased a recliner. Now, Heidi has to tell me about the color because I'm not aware of the color. I guess she says it matches somehow.
Yeah, it matches like the piping of this here. Pretty good, anyway.
The recliner is...
I mean, it doesn't look terrible. Besides, that corner's still junked up.
Yeah, we're figuring it out.
But we haven't decided. Well, I think we have a vision, but we haven't found the vision.
Yeah, we haven't been able to fulfill the vision.
Yeah, that's it.
Haven't been able to find what we needed. Really awesome circumstance. Heidi went ahead and posted our swivel. I ordered the recliner. I ordered that recliner on Amazon. I'll put the links down in the description. Heidi's turning off the little furnace. But the recliner seemed like a good deal. It had decent reviews. There was some concern about taller people, stuff like that. I don't have a problem with it. You got to remember that this is an RV recliner. And unless I have a huge fifth wheel or something with a toil or something that I can put in a full-size house recliner, I don't have a problem with that. That is it's wider than what or it's real close to the same as what the rockers are as far as width, but it's a wall hugger, 3 inches. I can put the back of the back of the chair can be that close to the blinds on the back wall there, and it still reclines fully. It is definitely a wall hugger. It reclines in kind of a different way, but anyways, the links are down below if you guys are looking for a recliner. You see how fat I am, and I fit in there, and it's comfortable. It's a comfortable chair. I fell asleep in it the first day. The very first day we had it, I took a nap in it, and I can turn sideways on it. It lays really flat, but that was the only color choice that really made sense. So the circumstances aligned perfectly because I ordered that. And Heidi says, "Well, you need to be getting rid of those the swivel rockers." And I said, "Yeah, I know. I'll get those taken care of." And she says, "Well, get a picture of it with some dimensions, and I'll post it on Facebook." And she did. And all of a sudden, I get a phone call on my phone, and it was somebody asking about the chairs, and I thought, well, that's kind of strange. Heidi never gives out my phone number on Facebook Marketplace, and here it was the manager of the park. She saw it on Facebook Marketplace, and she had tagged this park. You tagged Water's Edge Park.
I did not put it on Facebook Marketplace. I went through RV Daydream and said we were at Water's Edge.
That's what tied it in there.
And I said we had some chairs for sale.
Okay, so it wasn't Facebook Marketplace.
But anyway.
It made it on Facebook on some level.
Exactly.
She tagged this park.
Right.
And the manager of this park seen that because she manages their social media, seeing that this park was tagged. She seen the rocker recliner or swivel rockers, and she immediately got in contact with the phone number they had on file for the reservations, and she bought them. She bought both of them. She paid us a little extra, and we went ahead and delivered them. I don't know how far that was.
15 miles.
Yeah, about 15 miles from here to her mom's house or grandma's house. So it worked out perfect. We were without chairs for 2 days.
Yep.
And then the recliner came in. Now, it is not a swivel recliner. It's just a recliner. It's a wall hugger. I keep on saying swivel rockers or swivel rocker recliners. I don't know why I keep on saying that.
Well, I posted it on Facebook as a swivel recliner.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get all kinds of calls, and it's only a swivel rocker chair.
Right.
It's not a recliner.
Right.
So what a pain to change it. But anyway, we got them sold, which was good.
Yep. And then this came Amazon.
Yep.
One box and
eBay.
assembled. Oh, I'm sorry. We did do eBay on this one. The reason I did eBay instead of Amazon, I should have done Amazon, like we normally do. The reason we did eBay, though, is because I got a refund on a credit card, a PayPal credit, and I had purchased something on PayPal credit, and I returned that item, and I couldn't get to the money. I had already paid off the card. I mean, I pay off all the cards almost immediately. So we have no debt. And anyways, so this money was sitting there, and I called PayPal, and you guys know how hard it is to deal with them. They said, well, you can have it wired to or you can have it sent to your house as a check. Well, our house, you know the deal there. So anyways, that's why we used eBay to purchase it. But you can buy them on Amazon, and I suggest you do that. I'm doing videos. I'm trying to get them up. The internet's okay here. It's not bad, but it's still the uploads. Sometimes it's a hit miss. That video I uploaded that you guys seen prior to this one that I'm doing now, that one was just a little short video, and it took forever. So how do you like the park so far?
The park has been pretty nice. We haven't been doing anything for the last few days. Kind of relaxing. I'm trying to get some walking in the last couple days to just do something. I need to keep my mind occupied. That's my biggest problem.
These are knees lubricated.
I need to keep my brain lubricated.
Well, we got alcohol.
I'm not drinking any alcohol. But anyway, so we have like just a little over a week before we leave here. And
we can get everything done.
We've been slackers, so we'll be busy for the next week and less than a week.
Less than a week, wow.
I think 1 week. It's a week today.
I'll have to say, Heidi can attest to this. So we were here for 24 days.
Yeah.
And we were like, I don't know if we want to be in one place for 24 days and all that. However, now that we're getting close to the end, are you glad we've been here this whole time? Because
I don't like being anywhere for 24 days.
So you don't like the relaxing?
No, I do.
So I do. We should have crammed everything we needed to get done into 2 weeks.
Well, we didn't do anything, so.
No, sure we did.
I'm saying
hours
that
worth of us
we
not doing
didn't do
anything.
a lot of the list stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Every time we have a long stay, except for the last one,
Orlando,
Tampa.
Oh, Tampa.
Except for Tampa, but every time we've had a long stay, I've enjoyed it, and it's kind of snuck up on me whenever we get down to this point where we only have a week left.
Oh yeah,
and it always seems like, man, we got stuff to do that we put off because we were just trying to relax. I don't know what that would be like. I mean, some of the stuff we need to do. So some of the stuff that we need done.
The front storage.
We need to go through the front storage and organize it again.
Yeah, the back of the truck.
We need to get. The thing is, we know there's stuff already in the back of the truck that needs gone.
Well, yeah, because we're not using it anymore. We have empty totes that we have touched so many times.
That just fall over when I go driving. Yeah.
We have one more review to do.
We also have to talk. You know what? Let's talk about that real quick here, because might as well do that. When we were in Tampa, Lazy Days, we used Uber to go to different places, and one of the places we went to was Bahama Breeze that day. Mm-hmm. We got picked up by an Uber driver. That real nice guy. As soon as I got in, he goes, "Hi, my name is." I thought he said Denny, but it's I guess Danny. And I was telling Heidi before he even got there. I said, "Man, how many rides do you think this This Uber driver had 8,000 trips. 8,000
just with Uber.
Just with Uber, he had like
6,000.
6,000 with Lyft.
Yeah.
So
part-time, he said.
Part-time, and he's doing it part-time. So this guy, great driver, got us to where we needed. No fooling around. I was happy because he drove the way that I would have liked to drive.
He wasn't too
risky. He wasn't risky. But we ran into traffic. He got through traffic. I mean, he was willing to jump lanes to get through traffic. Yeah. But anyways, talking with this guy, he had a weird situation that is a tragedy for him, basically, and his family. And we checked into it. As far as we could tell, everything looks really legit. Everything. So Danny has a daughter, and I think that for whatever reason, his wife and him live separately. I don't know if they're separated, but they live separately. So last November 2020, his daughter was with his wife, his ex-wife, whoever, her mom, for the holidays in El Salvador. And she got in a car accident. She got a couple of injuries. One of them, though, was a pretty serious injury. And he was talking to us because he found out that we did YouTube. And he said, how do I, he goes, I can put up a video on YouTube. He goes, but how does people see it? Well, people see it by having followers and people sharing it. So basically what I'm getting at is we're going to put a link to a GoFundMe that he has that, again, from what we can tell, is pretty legit. I mean, GoFundMe, they keep an eye on that stuff. Not only that, but if you give him a phone call, he will give you the medical expense reports and everything of what's happening with her. I mean, she was in a coma. I guess she can kind of talk now. She's paralyzed, but he's not asking for crazy amounts of money or anything like that. He's paying as much as he can. Sounds to me like he had 10 or 15,000 that he's already paid towards this bill. But anyways, we had said that we would share it on our channel, and we've neglected to do it until just now because we keep on forgetting about it. So we're not saying you should or anything like that, but
you could just share it.
Yeah, just share it. Yeah. If anything, just share it.
Pray for his daughter and his family.
Yeah, that's tough. It's called a diffuse axonal injury, and I guess that happens a lot. There's a lot of them on GoFundMe.
Yeah.
We looked it up, and there's tons of those. So, anyways,
he was saying that if she was here, the medical bills would be astronomical.
Oh yeah. The fact that she's in El Salvador, he's talking about how the medical bills are in the $50,000 range, and if it was the U.S., it would be in the $300,000 to $500,000 range. So he's blessed that he says, I'm blessed that it happened there. But anyways, that's what we wanted to do, is just share it with you guys.
The only reason we really got into the conversation besides YouTube and things like that, we were actually in his car for like 45 minutes.
Because of traffic.
And we had a lot to converse back and forth to each other. And he said a prayer for us for our travels. And
he mentioned his daughter.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the least we could do.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. We don't have. This is all we could really do
Right.
for the most part. I mean, don't get me wrong. We made sure we gave him a good tip, but as far as donating to the cause and everything, there's only so much we could do. So we said we would share. I mean, we know that we have a lot of people out there that watch
Yeah.
us, so we figured we'd share it with you guys, and just take that for what it's worth. If you have a problem with it, that's fine. We just wanted to mention it. That's all.
Yeah.
That's what we told them we do, because we know that roughly a couple thousand people will see this, this message, and if you guys could just share. I mean, if 1/4 of the viewership of 2,000 videos, let's say 500 people would share it with 2 people, then that's 1,000 people that are going to be able to be exposed to this.
Right.
And even if everybody gave $1, now he's got an extra $1,000. It's getting him towards his goal. But anyways, that's all. We just throwing that out there. So let me finish editing this video, so you guys, that you've already seen it, but hopefully you can see a little bit sooner. And then Heidi and I, we're just waiting for the weather to get a little bit better here, because of the wind and it being a little chilly. It is very sunny though. We got 2 more things that we need to do for our fun time here, or one more thing, fun time. We want to go on the bike ride up on Lake Okeechobee. We want to go do that. And the thing we need to do for you guys is we have to do a park walkthrough. But I can't have wind. I'm not going to, I don't want to screw around with.
It's so much better today.
The RV was rocking consistent. I know that the traffic, we've showed you now videos that you've seen the traffic. Well, on the other side of that highway, tens of thousands of acres open. And of course, you got this park with these trees that are here. Then the lake is over there. So whatever's going on with the wind, there's really no windbreak between these two, that field and that lake. So we see a lot of wind here, and the
3
only
days of wind.
Right, and the only reason we know that it's not out of the ordinary is because some of the permanent RVers that are here, the camp host and their son, said, "Oh yeah, this is a common occurrence." They said this happens all the time. So, all right, let me go ahead and get back to work, and we'll see what you guys get to see next. I have no idea.
Today I'm going to try to organize the back of the truck and maybe put some stuff out for sale. Not like out for sale, a yard sale. Maybe sell it on Facebook Marketplace or something. But anyway, I'm going to try to organize this. So here we go. Look at this mess I have. I got stuff strung all over. Oh well, I'm trying to get it done. Well, while I didn't get anything, or didn't get rid of anything, I did combine a small tote to a large tote. So I got rid of the small one that I seem to touch every time I get in here. I got these all empty, and I got most of the stuff in that silver tote listed on Facebook Marketplace and Okeechobee buy sell trade. I got the awning listed, the RV 65 pole, if anybody wants that. So I'm gonna drag this stuff inside because I wanted to use this after we washed the truck. Could have used some of this. I don't know. I got all this stuff pretty cheap. I don't know about this. I've never used it, but I probably paid a couple bucks for it. It's probably $20. But this is clear coat safe, so. And we always use this, so our windshield definitely needs washed in this and put on it. And we can sweeten up our tires. And who couldn't use dash and glass cleaner? So that's it for today.
Okay, so new day, and what was it like last night?
Cold.
It was cold, especially for down here. We had our heated tanks on just in case, which I don't think we needed. But the temperature did stay at below freezing for 3 hours.
I woke up at a little after 6 this morning, it was 32.
So I was actually, oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, 3 hours. So we wanted to make sure.
It is.
Again, with the Rockwood, it's kind of a pain in the butt that you have to make sure there's water in all your tanks so that you can turn on your heated tank switch, because there's supposed to be water in all the tanks so they don't burn up the plastic. I talked about that in the past, but Rockwood, in their infinite wisdom, which they do really good, but not in this case. This case, it's not very well thought out on their part. They put one switch in for all the heated tank pads. That doesn't work. I mean, last night all we had to do was heat our black tank. That was pretty much it. We didn't need to heat anything else. So we had to put gray water in. We had to put fresh water in, even though we're at a campground. So what are we doing now? Well, we have to go to Amazon. I'm sorry, to UPS to return some Amazon stuff, and then we're going to go on a bike ride. So we'll bring you guys along for that. So once we leave the park, we're only 2 miles. I keep on forgetting that. Not quite 2 miles. And there's a boat launch that's up here on the left. The lake is to our left. And what we'll do is we'll just park the truck at the boat launch. It's an open area. You'll see that here in a second. And we can go across, because there's some kind of a bridge or something that'll allow us to ride the bike trail. It's up on the lake, up over there, past the canal. And it's 110 miles if you do the whole loop. So we're figuring we're going to do that. Since it's 2 o'clock, we should be able to do that no problem. Ain't that right?
Yes.
Okay, maybe not. Heidi says no. I definitely say no. So we'll mosey on up here. Oh, here's a nice place to get a little bar. This place is closed. Wet Willie's. It's for sale. It's waterfront. You guys get yourself a waterfront bar. That'd be fun. This is like all these are like palm tree farms or something out here. I mean, of course, these are oaks, but you can see all these palm trees. I mean, just tons and tons of them over here. And I don't know why they're a different color, but these aren't. These are really lush. It looks like tropical. Everything looks tropical in there. But again, looks like they're just growing lots and lots of trees. I mean, they're all in rows for the most part. All right, so we're coming up here. It's just called G36 is what it says on the sign. And I don't think there's any road or anything as far as a name on it. But we'll go ahead and pull in here. We'll pretend like we got a boat. And how do you get across? How do you get across the trail? Do you walk around that?
Just to walk around.
He said that to park over on the right, because how can I get my bike across there? Oh yeah.
I hear those all the time in the morning. I mean, it could be just like a blackbird. But
this is a nice area of the canal. Look how it gets real narrow for the bridge. But yeah, Heidi went ahead and checked, and you can go around that guardrail up there with your bike. So
those for emergencies, I guess.
Yeah. Well, there's people over there. There's a truck over there, workers. Okay, so you're going to see this gloriousness. This is one of the disadvantages of these bikes by far. Look at all that.
2 train wrecks.
2 train wrecks. Now, I wouldn't have a problem with this so much if it was, this was all the stuff we had in the back of the truck, which ultimately we're trying to work towards. But it's not. So let me go ahead and drag these things out, and let's go a little trek, go a little bike ride. I just got some treats too. Ooh, nice. All right, so you guys don't have audio direct on Heidi. So if she wants to talk to camera, she's gonna have to get close to camera. But we're going to go see what this place is about. Hopefully the bikes are okay after I hauled them
that goofy way. Oh, they seem to be alright. Yeah, they're alright. So we'll ride up this place, up this little hill. To the left. And here we are on top of the ride. Look at this place. So this lake, wow, it is huge. I know this camera is not getting you a good view of it, but this place is huge. That is awesome. I'm just getting some pictures for you guys. So now we'll go see what this is all about. This is really cool. Now this is the canal that we've been fishing in, and this thing is like 20 foot deep, and it goes all the way around the lake for the most part. On further down there's a big lock, you know, that you can get some big boats through, but this is a small lock. And of course those guys in that truck, that's their job. And then just incredible. It's such a different perspective here. And again, I know this isn't coming out on camera very well, but wow, the shimmering of the water out there, that is so awesome. All right, let's go ahead. I think this ride's gonna be pretty boring though. I mean, you can see the road that we're traveling, unless we run into a gator, which they're out here. So we'll follow Heidi along and she'll give us the tour. I am ready. So I know the camera's not at the best of an angle for you guys, but that's our campground right there. That's where we fish. That's where we stay. Let me see if we can zoom you in a little bit here. This might help. Although it's a digital, so yep, that is it. Looks like they're mowing the grass today.
Yeah.
Look at a decent amount of waterfront. I would think that they would want to take advantage of the waterfront more, with some of the options that these other people have, like seawalls. Put a dock the whole way. I mean, they've got a nice seawall starting right here with a boat launch, but I could see at least another 5 more sites going in, and it's still being very nice and very small and intimate. But this place here is some sort of a fish camp. This place right here is some sort of a fish camp. I don't know all the details, but yeah, of course also it's an RV park. It looks okay, but I don't see a lot of area for you to be able to fish. I mean, the nice thing about where we're at is these guys just leave their boats in the boat launch area, or they can tie it up on that seawall. And if you want to fish, you can fish in the tiki hut or the chicky hut. Cheeky hut. But yeah, it's nice. Make sure you wave. And I'm telling you what, this is a very nice bike path. The scenic part is mainly boats in passing, lots of birds.
It's an easy bike path.
Oh, it's very easy. I think we were going uphill this whole time. I can't even tell.
Yeah.
But it's so mainly flat, you can hardly tell at all. But you can see the whole idea or concept behind how they made this lake. I'm assuming that this mound that we are riding on came from the channel that goes all the way around the lake. That's why it's so deep over there, and why we're up high here. They probably dredged a little down here to some extent, but again, this is for overflow. And I would imagine if they got a lot of rain, a lot of rain, that the water could be potentially up to this area. I don't know if that's ever happened, but you can kind of get an idea. I mean, they basically build a big bowl to protect the surrounding area. I like it. I think it's cool. Yeah, if somebody is into avid bicycling,
Yeah, for sure.
or running, staying in shape. Oh my word, yeah.
It's nice asphalt. Not bumpy or
Okay, so we've gone 5 miles, and it looks like we're down here to another lock of some kind. Whew. Me and Heidi were kind of racing a little bit. She can beat me because she lighter. And I ain't talking just the bicycle. My legs are a little stiff now. I haven't pedaled for so long. But this is a nice area. I like all of this. Now there is, if you wanted to, which I'll spin you guys around here, a little cabana. We'll call it a cabana, but really all it is just some sort of pavilion down here. You just want to enjoy the water, I guess. Come down here and take a look. The road is really rough. There's lots of ants. This is nice. Delightful. Kind of calming. Can't really see much down here though. As far as the water, you could definitely see birds though. This is kind of nice though. Alright, back up to the trail. What did you do? Ah. Alright, you ready to go back then?
Yep.
Alright, time to go back.
It's cool. The breeze.
Yeah,
It's,
once you stop. I got my pedal assist on 5. Look it. I'm not even trying. Isn't that funny? Are you on 5? Oh, you're not? Yeah, look. I'm barely pedaling. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You barely pedal. the final tally. How many miles?
12.
We pedaled.
Majority of it.
Yeah, I think even coming back, we did too. We pedaled quite a bit. I got probably half a battery whenever it sits still for a while. It says it's half. When I wasn't pedaling, there was at least 2 miles. No, a mile for sure out of that 12 that I just used full throttle the whole way, and it worked pretty good. So we have yet another dilemma, and that's the bike transporting them.
We'll end up wrecking them all up in the back of the truck.
Yeah, I've got them
breaking
thrown
something.
back there, and see, the way we normally carry them is we take the front tires off, and they fit in the truck pretty well. The thing is taking the tire off, putting it on, taking the tire off, putting it on. I mean, it's just a headache. So we would really like to get it to where we can just, pull in and like this, park, go back, maybe hook our bikes or pull them out of the bed and just go riding. So I think what we're gonna have to do is figure out some sort of a mount that uses that ProPride shank that's sticking out there, which honestly, as far as designing it, not that hard. It's just trying to find a rack that is worth it, that will hold these bikes, firmly back there in case we drive, let's say 15 miles, 20 miles to a park or something like that. And again, I want to reiterate that we'll do some sort of an overview on the bikes at some point, but for you guys that have been wanting to know to some extent what we thought about it and everything, we bought these bikes for transportation. We didn't buy them for recreation. Now, don't get me wrong, we enjoy riding them to places like this, but more importantly, we wanted to be able to ride them and go to the store, stuff like that, and they're not panning out for that reason. The campgrounds, you got to remember, most of these campgrounds are out in the middle of nowhere, so you have to travel roads that are out in the middle of the nowhere, that to get you into an area that you can buy your groceries, run errands, whatever. And unfortunately, most of them are rural roads with no sidewalks, no bike lanes, nothing like that. So we're kind of in a weird situation here.
Probably the only place that we've been so far that you could really ride bikes would be Claremont, and that is so busy.
Yeah,
that we stayed on the sidewalks.
Yeah, but it was most definitely, by far, that place offered safety when riding your bike. As far as crossing intersections, you got to be careful, but getting to all the places you need to go on the one side of the road. But other than that, and the funny part is that park was so big, it was actually kind of kind of a joyous experience to just ride your bikes through the park too.
Yeah.
So if you guys are going to Thousand Trails Orlando,
bring your bikes.
For sure, definitely. Other than that, I can't even really think of too many places that we've been that bikes would have been a good choice. And that's short-sightedness on our part, that we thought that we were going to run into these parks that, the bikes are going to, bike trails and all that stuff. And honestly, if we just thought about it, we hardly run into that, all the camping that we've done over the years.
Only the state parks.
Yeah, and even the state parks, we haven't been able to go to the store.
Oh, right.
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 I mean, we've been able to ride around the state park.
Right.
I don't know. That opens up a possibility in the future for something else. I really hate to have HEIDI on a scooter again. As far as HEIDI riding double with me on a scooter, it'd have to be a pretty big scooter. So now you're running into a situation where you've got, something relatively heavy, something big, bulky. I mean, if we each had scooters, and we stayed around the 110 to 200 cc size, they're pretty manageable, but not for double riding. I mean, those things just do 60 dead on the nose, and that's about it. A 200 would do maybe 65, but if there's two of us on there, I mean, it's uncomfortable. And the other thing is if there is a traffic accident, you know, both of us would get hurt, not just one, both. So I doubt that would be the situation either. So here we come, Class A, getting a towed. Start towing behind us. This was nice. I mean, I did enjoy this. So for the short-term solution for us, we're going to again have to figure out, and not like it's a rush, but we'll kind of try to figure out something to put on the back of the truck at some point to carry the bike. So I'll have to do some window shopping on Amazon and read reviews, and that's it. So we're heading back to the RV. We're closing out today.
We had a good day.
We had a good day, definitely. But I'm hungry, and my legs are tired.
My legs are going to be sore tomorrow.
Yeah, we've pedaled a lot.
I'm glad. I'm glad we got out to do this. This was very good for me.
Yeah.
Especially.
Yeah.
Here comes Logan.